I'm TJ. This is West.
Hi, I'm West.
And I'm TJ. And we're docu-traveling. Dan, this one's for you. Gonna do a little camp tour today. I just had to run and catch Lucy because she chased down an armadillo. First one of those I've seen on the trip, so big news. But the first one is inside of Icarus. I was very unrealistic with how much time I was going to spend in here. I thought it was going to be none, and it turns out when the weather is super shitty, or when it gets super cold, or whatever, and it's a place to edit where the wind isn't blowing on me, which I think is slightly more important for my laptop. So I do spend more time in here than I'd like. I think as the summer continues, it'll be less, but ultimately the wind is always going to be around. There's always going to be rain, and I don't want to subject my nice laptop to the elements too much. But it's a Toyota Tacoma SR5. I have done some work to it, and this is where I edit. And I have a battery there that I charge either off the truck or off of the solar panel that I have. And Lucy's typically back there. If you'll notice, it is extremely hairy. And I have vacuumed a couple of times, but again, it's been a hot minute. Check out my trailer, Wings. So the trailer is having power issues, which are nightmarish, but those should be solved tomorrow. But I'll show you everything anyway. In the front cabinet, I have a fridge and freezer, which the power died on and smells bad, so I have to get rid of everything. Supposedly, when the batteries work, it's supposed to give me like 7+ days of running just the refrigerator. Right now I'm getting 2. And if I run anything else, 1. I've just made it to the 3rd morning one time that I'm aware of. And I think it died at some point in the night. This is where I sleep. Again, super messy, so please forgive me. This is Lucy's little Lammy. It's got a Max Air fan, which I leave on at night, because it's amazing. It's really amazing. It's got a sink. There's a stove under here that I use fairly rarely because I like my butane stove more. The propane just doesn't quite have the heat output that I want, and the burners are small, so it's hard to get everything cooking on there just right. But did some dishes this morning. The cabinets all have lights, which is super cool for when I have to do anything in the dark. The awning is amazing for keeping me out of the elements. Unfortunately, I parked in a terrible spot, so you know, it got real wet, but we lived. This is, I guess, the galley. Some things have broken and spilled in there. Turns out I should have gotten baskets for things. It's been all right since I readjusted everything, but things fell over. The drawers have, or the cabinets have shifted. I think I need to brace them, which was another job I want to do when I do the solar. But pretty decent amount of storage. This is how I shower. It has a 20-gallon tank under the galley, and it has a heater and a shower here. Just turn on the pump. Also has a light, and then you turn on the power to the water heater, and the water heater is actually bomb, so my showers are hot but short. 20 gallons seems like a lot, but when that's all of your water in the world for an extended trip, it's not as much as you want it to be. Again, Lucy tore out the other screen on that window, so I don't get to use that as much. But it has a screen, the window slides up and stays, heater controls. This is a little bit of extra storage, which you can see I have a random assortment of things in. Mostly stuff to keep me warm, which I'm needing less and less, which is nice. This is a disaster, but it's my front storage. That's where I keep all my electrical. I have a mat that I put in front of the door most times. It's been really nice here because it's just that rock stuff, so that's kind of cool. Keep some water in here, clearly some drinks. Those are the bad batteries, and I do have a small inverter for if I need to power. Right now nothing, but ideally it'll recharge stuff. I'm using my external battery in Icarus for that. This is the back seat of Icarus. As you can see, Lucy sheds like it's her business. Also, it doesn't come out easily. It's like little porcupine quills. It's disgusting. Here is actually where I end up doing the majority of my cooking, just because I like the bench space more. So I drop the tailgate and I work on the tailgate and my little table. The Home Depot bucket on the left is garbage. I have 5 extra gallons of water, which I tend to drink before I drink the trailer water. Again, 20 gallons sounds like a lot, but 20 gallons for 2 weeks of travel is not as much as it seems like. I have a bunch of trash back here I need to get rid of. I'm very excited to get to Dallas and get to take care of some of this stuff. Most especially solar, because even if the batteries are bad, the solar should help me out on that. Here's a little grasshopper friend. And this is just a spare tire trash bag, which is amazing because none of the stinky trash has to go in my truck or trailer, which I really, really like. And then here's the passenger seat where Lucy sometimes rides. When I drive, I move the battery to the floor so she can lay there if she wants to, so she can be in the front or back. Oh, the awning. The awning is a 23-0 and it's amazing. Highly recommend. It's got strong 2-inch by 1-inch metal arms. They're aluminum, but in the wind, it's actually held up, which is not typical, I don't think, of awnings in general. So that's about the long and short of it. You guys are gonna love this part. My house has tires. And they work. So I can just drag it with me anywhere I go. This is revolutionary. I don't know why more people don't do this. Like, just bring your house with you places? Has anybody thought of this before? And and full sentence and period.